Hi guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. This probably all looks familiar from yesterday's video. I do have a wedding and a funeral this coming Saturday, so I am having to bulk record a few videos here at the beginning of the week because it's going to be kind of hard for me to do it towards the latter part of the week. And I wanted to get a few reviews out to you guys regarding a couple of the beauty items that I picked up at the recent Sephora Beauty Insider sale. And today I want to give you guys my thoughts on the Marc Jacobs Accomplice powder. So this was just being released kind of towards the start of the Beauty Insider sale. And so I originally didn't have this on my radar to pick up at all. In fact, what I had on my radar was to pick up the full size of the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, which I also did in addition to this. At first I was like, I'll just get this, and then in November, or if I want it before then, I'll go ahead and pick this up. But obviously I ended up getting it anyway because it's amazing. I will link this down below as well. It is such a beautiful powder, you guys. I started out with just the little travel size, and when I finished it, I was so bummed out because I love the way this powder makes my skin look. So I can definitely tell you lots of good things about this. But let's go ahead and talk about the Accomplice powder, which, where is it? I didn't even bring it out yet. Here it is. By the way, a big massive thank you to those of you who pointed out that this little thing here actually pops up. Duh, didn't even think to play around with that. But yeah, so let's talk about this. I feel like this is actually really kind of unique, the design of this. So there is a brush that comes with this powder, which by the way is $49. It's kind of expensive. I obviously got it on sale. I was Rouge, so I got the 20% off, but this is an expensive powder for sure. But anyway, this is the brush that you're getting. Not really usable in my eyes either for, the initial application or touch-up. And I'm actually gonna touch on that touch-up note here in a little while. But I do think it's a neat little contraption here. So if you did want to travel with this, it's magnetized, so you can stick that there and then just close that up and take it with you, and you have a nice little brush. But the color that I went with, because it was the best fit for me, was the Ingenue. So there are, me with this phone here, there are 4 different colors to choose from. So I went with Ingenue because that looked like the best option for me. The next one up is Siren, which is a brightening soft peach, best for light to medium skin tones. After that is Muse, warming soft tan, best for medium to deep skin tones. And then Starlet is a bronzing golden cocoa, best for deep skin tones. Bye, Penny. She's probably gonna go take a poop somewhere because I'm not watching her closely. And Ingenue here is the illuminating light sand, best for fair to light skin tones. That's your girl here. So really excited to get this and to start using it. It's beautiful powder, you guys. Do I think it's worth $49? I don't know about that. I think getting it at 20% off, it was worth that for sure. But yeah, this is expensive. So in terms of how this powder feels, it's very finely milled. It's a very soft powder. It doesn't settle into fine lines on my face. It doesn't settle into my pores. It really does just kind of glide over my skin. The way that I use a lot of powders like this, or even loose setting powders, is right after I put on my SPF and that has a chance to sort of dry down, I will go in with a powder like this before I even put on my powder foundation. And then after I'm done with powder foundation, I will oftentimes put like another layer of this over top. What that does for me is it helps with the crazy oil production that I have on my face. So it helps to keep my face looking a little bit more satin matte throughout the day versus greasy grease ball. So I like to use this before putting on my powder foundation and after. Now, one of the things that I have seen people sort of complain about in the reviews, and what I will say is true, there does appear to be just a little bit of a slight, I don't even want to call it shimmer. There's a little bit of a glow to it, but not bad. You guys know how anti-glow I am when it comes to, you know, like a shiny face. Like I'm not into it. I like a satin finish or I like a matte finish. This gives me a very nice satin finish. That being said, I do not use this as a touch-up powder because later on in the day when I go to apply this, even if I blot my face and remove the excess oil first, this does tend to want to look a lot shimmery on me when I already have like a layer of oil just from like, you know, just normally living my life. It doesn't work as a touch-up powder, but there's other powders that I can use for that. I love this to start my day with, and I find that it does help to prolong the wear of my makeup a little bit longer. It does a really good job of sort of helping to absorb that excess oil and to keep it from peeking through until a latter part in the day, which I really enjoy. So yeah, it's not for touch-ups, but it is great for me to start the day with. I like it. I think it's a good product. I did want to kind of read to you guys a little bit about what their claims are about this. So they say that this is a blurring touch-up powder in a chic compact with a built-in brush that sets, blurs, and reduces the look of shine. Perfect for on the go. Again, for me, I can't use it for touch-ups. It does want to look a lot more shimmery on me in the latter part of the day if I do that. So they do have some clinical results here as well, which I thought was kind of interesting. An independent consumer study on 33 participants over 8 hours when worn over top of foundation said 100% agree it layers easily over makeup, 97% agree it helps reduce the look of shine, and 97% agree that it is easy to use on the go. In terms of ingredients, there is talc in this. So if you are an anti-talc person, this is not going to be the product for you. It's the very first ingredient. It also contains mica. It contains rice starch. It does have some dimethicone. It has cornstarch in there. For me, I find that the rice starch, the cornstarch, really do a very good job of helping to absorb that excess oil that comes through on my face. I've never had a problem with talc. I know there are some people that do. My favorite Holy Grail foundation, the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten, has talc in it. It's never given me any issues. It can make some people break out, so if you are one of those people, you're not gonna wanna try this one. But yeah, check out the reviews. Like I said, I will link this down below. You know, the main feedback is that there appears to be some shimmering, but I love the way that it looks on my skin. It really does help to blur the look of my pores. It helps to extend the wear of my makeup a little bit. It's $49. It's a little bit much for what it is, but it's a good powder. So will I repurchase it myself? Yeah, I see myself repurchasing this, but I'll be repurchasing it during a sale. This is not something that I would pick up at full price for me personally, but 20% off, heck yeah. Again, mad props for this kind of neat design, and to those of you who pointed this out to me. I was trying to like shove it back in here, but yeah, you don't have to do that. You can actually just lift this up. So anyway, neat design. Great for those of you that might like a little bit more of a glow to your face in the latter part of the day. You can pop it in your purse. It's not too terribly thick. And by the way, it is 10 grams of product. It's a decent amount of product. And yeah, and there's, like I said, several different colors to choose from depending on your skin tone. Let me know if you picked up this powder. What are your thoughts? Let me know if you have the Hourglass one. What are your thoughts on the Hourglass? I love this one. This is obviously not super travel friendly. It's a loose powder. By the way, if you haven't seen this, this is the one I'm talking about here. So I haven't even opened this quite yet, but yeah, you can see this is a loose one. Not the greatest for traveling with, but anyway, I love love this powder. It's really, really beautiful. If you've never felt it, go into a Sephora and just touch it. It's like silk. And it's the same when you put it on your skin. It's just beautiful, silky finish. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today. And I will see you in my next video. Take care.